night to one and all of us that are here, choosing to be here. My name is Nicole Garifan. I'm the Future Centre Trust in Edgehill, Barbados. We're here tonight because of a suggestion by the retired Catholic Bishop of Barbados and St Vincent, Anthony Dixon, who suggested to me about 2 weeks ago that we should do something to raise the profile of Copenhagen, climate change, trying to raise the awareness within the Barbadian public. Thank you, Bart. Excellent. Candle. So Bishop Dixon likes the idea of Earth Hour, which is held in March every year, and the idea of that is to cut down our emissions that are created through the use of electricity. Of course, in Barbados we import 300,000 gallons of oil a day to create the electricity needs for our country. So this is an excellent way of reducing our carbon emissions. So as Bishop Dixon said when asked why we should hold a vigil for climate change, by the very fact of being human, I have a responsibility to contribute toward improving the quality of life for all Earth's creatures, humans and others. Bishop Dixon added that at the moment I have to rely on oil-based energy for electricity. Through my use of this kind of electricity, I contribute to global warming. So while waiting for the availability of electricity based on renewable sources, in our case wind and sun, I am morally bound to conserve my use of electricity. So thanks to Bishop Dixon, we're here tonight to do this. As we know, Copenhagen, the conference, UN Climate Change Conference is happening in Copenhagen. 192 nations are represented. These leaders are making decisions that will affect most definitely countries like Barbados and our Caribbean neighbours. So we applaud all of you who have taken time to come out tonight for this event to create a collective like-minded voice for Barbados in the global circuit. We need a real deal from the members of Copenhagen, and this is one way of getting our voice across. This gathering is registered on avas.org as one of 3,000 taking place over the course of this weekend in over 160 countries across the planet. Climate change is far away, but it's close at hand. Many of us have slumbered until now, but for others climate change is already a living devastation, including our island neighbours in the Pacific, Kiribati and Tuvalu. For us as a small island nation in Barbados, we are in the path of largely what the developed world is creating, a change of times and a change of climate. But we too also contribute. We can help save ourselves now and look at how we can adapt to this new world. We can change the energy that powers our society. We can stop burning all this oil for our electricity and in our cars. And we can make a voice to government to help reduce the cost of alternative energy, as they did here in Barbados some 30 years ago with the solar hot water industry. We can truly shift to the natural energy of the sun and the wind, but we must do this all together and we must do it now. The decisions we make today will decide the future of humanity. We call on our leaders to take urgent action and agree a real climate deal. A real deal must be ambitious. We want a deal that will stop and reverse the growth of harmful carbon emissions within 5 years and help the world return to a safe level of 350 parts per million of carbon in our atmosphere. We want a deal that commits $200 billion at least US dollars per year to help developing nations like Barbados to do our part to fix the crisis which is seen as a big country creation. A real deal must be binding. We won't allow empty promises, and we want a deal that makes the protection of our planet the law of the land. This is the most important deal of our time. Every country must be part of the solution. We have to accept nothing less. So together, tonight we gather as global citizens with a common purpose and a shared fate. It's a chance to build a world that we can be proud to leave our children and our grandchildren. The hour is darkest before the dawn. Our movement is awake, and this moment is ours to seize. The future is ours to build, and our message is clear. Barbados wants a real deal. We need a real deal. Thank you for coming out tonight, and thank you for the rest of the nations who are contributing to this weekend's event and for joining in this initiative. We will be loading what we can onto the AVAS site for inclusion in the wider message that goes to Copenhagen for next week's final conclusion. Thank you all for coming, and thank you for bringing your candles and helping to make our lovely banners that are all along the side here. And let's try and make a voice that we can send to the world. Maybe we can get clean buses in Barbados. Maybe we can do more carpooling. Maybe we can have a transport system that actually works effectively. Anything really that we can do, we all need to do together. So let's get to it.
Cheers.
Yes.
But anything I get involved in it, I mean, it's good that everybody does it, like Graham Hall.
Save the world. World leaders, with respect to your island neighbors, give us a real deal. Barbados needs a real deal from Copenhagen.
Very good.
Yes, we can make a difference. Ensure Barbados survives. Make a deal for climate change.
Make a real deal.
Real deal.
Very good. Very good. Good for you. Los países ricos desarrollados son los responsables mayores del problema ambiental que estamos atravesando. Sin embargo, Barbados también se puede considerar que ha contribuido como todos los otros islas del Caribe. En este momento de cambios necesitamos que todos nos pongamos en el camino para sostener la posición que este nuevo mundo nos está demandando. Nosotros podemos cambiar las formas, las costumbres, para poder para poder mejorar las condiciones que son necesarias. Necesitamos que nuestros gobiernos oigan nuestras peticiones, que las comunidades tomen las medidas necesarias para guardar energía, para hacer todos los cambios pertinentes para ser más ecológicamente